was Evelyn Heiskell. They called her Lena. She was born February 11, 1913. She labored, this is what my sister wrote. First, she labored and gave birth to me and my other siblings, Alice Faye Moore and Shirley Jean Moore Jefferson. We remember attending church and church. Family reunions, visiting aunts and uncles. The Lord gave us our family. Our parents gave to us. But back in the day, I remember back in the day, we visited each other. We spent summers with each other. And I'm not talking about siblings with siblings, but I'm talking about going to Aunt Cecilia's house. I'm talking about going to Aunt Elsie's house. I'm talking about visiting, and not just for an hour. You know, we might have spent the summer. I remember.
That's true.
We did. Because back then we helped one another.
Right, right.
We had no boundaries. Well, I'm not going to do this, they're not doing that. You know, today is tit for tat.
That's right.
That's bad. We don't do that. We shouldn't do that. First of all, I'm not on the bandwagon, but all of us need to remember that Christ should be the head of our lives. And when you put Christ first, you can do anything. So there's no reason to consider yourself as possible failure.
Right.
That shouldn't even be in your mind. You reach high and you aim and you get it. Let me get back to this. I'm sorry. But I remember visiting us. I remember one summer when Joyce came to visit with us. Now Joyce was the sister of Delia from Waco. I remember we had chickens back then. And we would feed the chicken table straps. And you know, you go out there and you just throw the food on the ground. You throw the food on the ground. But the chicken, the food would splash up on your feet. And what would the chicken do? They come pick it. Boy, George ran and she jumped up. Y'all remember what a swing set? George ran from here and jumped up on that swing set. Hey, Lena! Hey, Lena! But I remember that. But those are just some of the great times I remember growing up. I remember going, spending one summer with Aunt Cecilia and Uncle J.D. I went out there, Michael, and running. They went and picked cotton. They said, Shirley, what about? I said, okay. Uncle J.D. said, Shirley, you tired? I said, I think I picked 5 pounds a day. But it was an experience. And y'all say y'all did that? See, I got one of them. But my mother, she died in 1983. She married to my father, and they were married that whole time. My mother worked outside the house too. She was a great cook. Everybody knows. She would fix dinner in like 10 minutes. I mean, from fried chicken, she used a pressure cooker. And who remembers those great lemon pies? Right. So, my mom was a cook. I wished I could cook as well as she did. And they tell me I'm looking more like her. I always say I don't want to be like my mama because I thought my mama was so mean. She was not mean. She was just strict. She was just strict. And believe it or not, y'all laughing, that's all right. Y'all laughing, that's all right. It's all out of love. But I used to think my mother was so strict. But I learned it wasn't that she was being strict. It's just that she was sharing her love. And that's the way she knew how to do it. So even now, when I tell my kids, I say, I won't believe it.
Shirley, I have a question for you. What was our latest date of death?
2 February, my mother born 2/11, and she died a week later on her birthday, which was 2/18/1983.